Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ladybug. How is everybody doing today? What we're getting ready to work on is Mount Fuji. So, hang in there while I get you adjusted. Okay? I guess that's about the best I'm gonna do. Alright. Anyhow, welcome to my channel. And, it is June the 11th. And it's roughly about 12:30 in the afternoon. And what we're going to work on is the Mount Fuji again. It was the quickest one that I could pick up. So anyhow, get this a little bit better organized here. Here we go. It's laying a little bit better. And so what we're going to do is we're going to work on this one for a little while. I am working with a headset that it's a microphone over the head, and it's got a microphone attached to it. And I'm trying to, this is one I've had, and I'm trying to figure out if it does a better job than just the phone by itself. Because, unfortunately, when the phone goes by itself, it's the volume's not very good. So, let's find out what we're looking for here. Here we go. We're going to be doing T, which is 19. Okay. And I know we worked on this one the other day, but I figured we'd work on it again because this was the easiest one to get my hands on. Yeah, they say it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. Whew, that's awful. And then on top of that, the humidity is extremely high. So, not such a good thing. Yeah, I slept in today. I got up about 11, I guess. And I did not do a video yesterday at all. And so I figured I better at least try to get one out today, right? My hands were hurting so much yesterday that I could not do anything. I didn't diamond paint, I didn't cross stitch, I didn't color, I didn't do anything. Ooh, excuse me. And so I took basically a lazy day yesterday. And on top of that, I hibernated in my room where the air conditioning is at, because it's just too hot to even come out and do anything. So, I know I made a video on a Amazon unboxing, and I hope y'all enjoyed it. You know, I know it wasn't very long or anything, and it was only a couple of items. And I went to use those microphones that I bought, and they are not compatible with my phone for some reason. So I'm going to have to send them back. But I got to researching and looking and realized that, you know what, I think I've got a microphone attached to my headset. And so I decided to play around with it and see if I could get it to pair with my cell phone and use that as a microphone, and it's got the headset on. So we'll see. Now I did a test video, and it seems to be working. So I may go ahead and just send those back and not repurchase something else. I'll just stick with what I've got. Because what I've got is a wireless headset. And it's got, I didn't realize it, but it's actually got a built-in microphone attached to it. So, I figured, well, I'll just use that and not buy another one. So I'm going to send that one that I bought, I'm going to send it back. And just use what I have, kind of thing. So, I did a lot of work on a gnome that I was working on the other day. That's the one that I did the gnome, and then I tried to upload it and didn't want to upload. So I figured, well, I'll just clean out the videos that are there and then try to upload it again, right? What a joke. Anyhow, I ended up deleting it by mistake. So, oh well. Anyhow. Yep. And then I did work a little bit on my lighthouse in the night. I worked on that one for a little while. And then I de-kitted a couple of stuff, a couple of old paintings I had done. I de-kitted it and whatnot. So I got a couple of empty storage containers, which that's good. So what else did I do? Listen, I'm going to have to hold on a second, and I am going to turn on the AC, so I'm going to have to turn this a little bit to get to it. And then, because it's just too hot in here. So hang on. Close the door. Then, turn on the air conditioner. So, I'm going to be trying to squeeze around you. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Yeah, but as you can see, I've got both my braces on because my hands are hurting so much, and it's right in the wrist. Yeah, I think I'm overdoing it, but that's all right. I used some pain relieving salve on my wrists last night, and it helped for a little while, but I'm trying not to take any kind of medication, you know. And so this salve that I got it from the Dollar Tree, right? And it really works. I was surprised. You know, I only paid $1.25 for it, but it seems to be all right. Because when my hands get to really hurting, I reach for that stuff. Hang on, I'll show you what it is. It's nothing fancy. It is called Pain Relief Balm. And to be honest with you, I don't know if you've ever smelled it, but um, it has camphor in it, right? And it does have a bit of a smell, but it works. And so I put that on my wrists the other night, and that helped a lot. So it let me sleep. And so that's what I've been doing with my hands. I hate it when I got it. What it is, I think it's corporal tunnel. And you just basically have to learn to live with it, really. I mean, you could have the surgery, but it comes right back. You know, the people that I've talked to that have had the surgery done, they say within 6 months it's right back the way it was. So, like I said, I just learned to live with it, like I always do. And, so anyhow, yeah. Yeah, I've been using this little magnifying light while I'm diamond painting. It does help a lot. And it's not quite as big and bulky as the other one. So that works out pretty well. Yeah, that air conditioner feels good. Yeah, our temperature today is supposed to be 90. And it wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't so humid. But the humidity is so heavy that I can't hardly breathe. It's so bad. You know, it's that thick. And I'm going, jeez. So I end up, with this type of weather, I end up hibernating. I stay in my room. I keep my air conditioner at about 68 degrees, and I don't come out until the sun goes down and the heat goes down. Pretty bad, huh? It's a good thing I got something to do to keep me busy in this room. Yeah. No, I tried to do some cross stitch yesterday, but oh my goodness. I didn't get very far, let's put it that way. It was really doing a number on my wrists. You know, even with it being in a hoop and being on the clamps and not having to hold it, even then it was giving me the fits. So, oh well. I just watched a documentary on a mountain lion, and this young mountain lion left the Black Hills of North Dakota, I think, and he walked all the way up to Connecticut, and he was about 70 miles from New York City, when he got struck by a car. They said that he had walked approximately from where he was born to where he got hit by that car, approximately 1,700 miles from where he was born. And what it was is they think he was in search of new territory and a mate. Okay? And unfortunately, a big SUV ended that journey. So, but he had made it all the way across the country. And that was amazing. And it was a shame that he got hit, but he made it that far. um, before his journey ended. Now, one thing with these headsets is that there won't be any music on my videos if this works out. I'm hoping it does, because I speak very, very low. I don't have a loud voice unless I'm yelling at the dog or something. But so this microphone and this headset may do the trick for me. I'm hoping anyway. Yeah. And I saw that DJ has been busy working away. She's on that Rheumatic or whatever it is, that one from Fila. She's still working on that one, and she's still waiting for the drills to come in that she needs. There weren't enough drills. It was I think she said it was the letter L, I think. And so she's still waiting on that, but in the meantime, she's working on the other stuff. And while she's waiting. And so anyhow, I'm way off of here, aren't I? I'll just keep following the T's is what I'm doing. Here, let me get this up. Over a little bit. There we go. That way it's out of the way. But all I'm doing is following the T's, and I think we got them all. I hope. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, let's put these away. There. And then what I'm going to do is I'll get another one out. So hang in there. Yeah, I was on YouTube the other day, which is not unusual for me. But I found a portrait that I want to do. And so I went ahead and ordered it, and it should be here. I think they said it should be here today, but we'll see. And let's see, let me do I. What's I? Number 13. And it should be here either today or tomorrow. And that's what I'm going to do when we do the portraits, I think. Because I really, really like it. It's really pretty. And so I am just going to do that one instead, I think. I'll show it to you when it comes in. But it's really pretty. And I think it's a 35 by 35, I think. So it's not that, really not that big. And anyhow, and I only paid $6.99 for it. So it's not like it broke the bank or anything, right? And so there's not a lot going on. It's kind of quiet today, you know. And my daughter is getting ready to go to work again, of course. My grandson is sleeping because I think he has to work tonight. He was off last night, but he has to work tonight. And then, let's see, it was so hot yesterday that I actually had to keep Nova, my grandson's dog, in the bedroom with me and the cats because it was so miserably hot. And so yeah, she was not a happy camper with this heat. But then again, neither am I. So anyway, I don't mind up to about 75, close to 80 degrees, but anything more than that, nope. So, anyhow. So what's today? What's today? Thursday? Is today Thursday? I guess it is. Oh, I don't never keep track. I don't watch the clock or I don't watch the calendar. So I think it's Thursday though. So we should be having the Sherry's live, which Star has been doing here lately, tonight. Yeah. Star's been, I'll tell you what, she's been on live, I swear, about 7 days a week now. Because she's trying to keep up with her own, and then she's helping Sherry out because Sherry's just overloaded with stuff that she has to get done, and she just doesn't have the time to do any lives right now. She barely has time enough to do just a regular video. That's how difficult things are right now for her. But she's a busy lady. And so, yeah, we're moving across the canvas, chasing after the eyes. And then we'll get to the L's next. Because mostly what I see is L's. And I was watching Miss Linda this morning, watching what she's doing. She's working on her fee look that she got, and she's making some pretty good progress on it too, from what I can see. So, if I ever get a fee look, I think I'm gonna request a round reel rather than let's turn that a little bit, rather than a square. It's easier on my hands to do a round than it is to do a square. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the squares too, but unfortunately it does have a tendency to bother my hands pretty bad. Okay, well, I think I got all the eyes in that section. So we can put this one away. Now, but when and if I ever get this painting done, it's going to be beautiful. Oh, wait a minute, found one. It was hiding right there. anyhow, it's going to be a beautiful painting when I get it done. I'll probably have to hang it up in the hallway though, because I don't have that much wall space for it. So okay, what's next? Let's see. L is number 20. Let's do this one. It's a pretty lavender. And there's quite a few of those. So, yeah. I don't know if you can tell. Nah, probably not. Here. Pull this other light over, and there we go. They're pretty, real light lavender. Right, push that back over there. And yeah, once I get this one done, it'll have to be hung up in the hallway, because I live in a single wide trailer, and the hallway's real long, and it's got these bare walls, and I thought that would be a good place to start a gallery. So we just take, and as we finish them, and if they're real big like this one, then what we'll do is we'll hang it up in the hall. We'll put a sealant on it so that way no dust and whatnot can adhere to it. And then hang it up in the hall. Yeah, I wasn't feeling that great last night, so I didn't even eat supper last night. And usually I don't skip like that, but I did last night. I just wasn't feeling good. And so I skipped supper entirely. Yeah. The only thing I filled up on is water. Yeah. Sorry about running out of things to say. But anyway. We're making some progress, a little bit anyway. But like I said, I'm not going to keep you long. About 40 minutes, 45 minutes max, if I can. If I can keep remembering stuff to talk about. Yeah. Yeah, I've been hiding in the bushes. I've been lurking. Right, on most of the lives, I've been kind of lurking in the background. I go through bouts of not really having a lot to say, and so I end up just staying in the background. I'll listen, I'll throw out a comment here and there, but most of the time I just lurk around. So. And that's what I do. But I have been there. I've been listening. That's all I can say. I've been listening. Yeah. Yeah, but I got that one at Diamond Art Club the other day. Right, and I really love that painting. Sorry, I grabbed a sip of coffee. And I really did. I love the the combination of colors. And I'm going to have a rough time finding containers, enough containers though. Because this thing's got like 70 colors in it. I think that's what it said. And so I may end up having to use my Tic Tac boxes and use 2 of them. Because my Tic Tac boxes has 60 bottles per container. And so I may have to use that and use 2 of them. That way I got plenty for the 70 different colors. Yeah. I got a bunch of those Tic Tac boxes, so I'll probably use those. Let's see. And this coming month, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, so don't quote me. But I think this coming month, in July, I think we're going to be doing the mermaid in July. And then in August, we're going to do, I believe it's the portraits. Yeah. I'll have to get with somebody and find out for sure and write it all down. That way I remember. Because I don't remember that much very well. Anyhow. But yeah, we're going to be doing the mermaid soon, which I'm kind of looking forward to doing that. And me and Miss Southern Belle, we're doing the same painting. And I think there's a couple of others that's going to do the same one as well. So, yeah. I know when I started that live for the members only, and we got to help her to create new images, so that she can submit them to different companies. All right. We had a blast doing that. That was kind of fun. It was different, very different. So I'm gonna have to write down some ideas, you know. This next time around. She said something about doing it once a month. And that'd be kind of interesting. So I'll have to write down some suggestions and some ideas. You know. There was one lady, I can't remember who she was, I don't remember. But she did one, and it was gorgeous. It was a beautiful steepled church in the autumn, and it had a covered bridge in the painting, and it had a horse and buggy coming across through the covered bridge, looked like they were heading for the church. And it was really a pretty painting, you know. But then again, I'm partial to landscapes, you know. But I really liked that one. That was pretty. It was a really pretty image that Star came up with. And she was working on it from an idea from one of the one of the Oh Dear members. I can't remember which one, to be honest with you. I can't remember. But it turned out to be a beautiful painting. And if somebody ever gets it and does it, they're gonna have a really pretty painting on their hands. God bless you. And I'll see you this afternoon. Bye, y'all. Hang on just a second.
The rain came down in sheets the day I arrived, turning the gravel driveway into a mirror of gray.
There we go. I think I'm gonna try to put some music on, if I can find what I'm looking for. I think that's the one I want. Hang on. I was working on it. Hit the wrong button. Hang on. Alright. I don't know if you can hear that or not. I don't know. We're going to find out. Alright. And, because even with the headset on, I can hear some stuff, so. But yeah, that was a beautiful picture. I really liked it. And maybe next month, if I have a little extra cash floating around, I may order it. It's beautiful. It's got all the fall colors. It's really pretty. But right now, I am trying to work on what I have. And believe me, I have plenty. I was talking to my daughter, and I was thinking about taking a lot of these 30 by 40s that I have, and that are in my stash, and box some of them up and send them up to DJ, and let her pass them out in her class at the senior center. I think she teaches a class on diamond painting, like one day a week or something. I don't know. Anyhow, and I thought that would be a good idea to pass on some of these diamond paintings. I'm trying to, reduce the size of my stash. Okay, and I've got stuff in there that I've had in there for a couple of years now and haven't touched them. And so I thought I would take and gather up a bunch of them and maybe pass them on to DJ, and she can pass them on to the seniors, which I think is a good idea. It gives the senior citizens something to do, while they're at the center. I used to transport the seniors to the senior center. I had two of them that I dropped folks off at. One was in Rossville, and the other one was in Lafayette. And I used to love working with my seniors. I really did. They were great. Yeah. And unfortunately, I somebody else come along and pushed me out of that position and ended up transporting other folks. But I tell you what, I really did miss my seniors. I really did. There was one lady, I'm not going to tell you what her name is, but there was one lady. She reminded me so much of my grandmother. Right? I had a grandmother, and I didn't get to grow up in, around her, because she was up in New Jersey. But I tell you what, that woman reminded me so much of my granny. And I tell you what, she was special. But she passed away a few years ago. And she was very, very special lady. And so needless to say, when I got taken off that route and moved to a different route, oh, I missed them. I missed my seniors. I really did. Yeah. What I ought to do is look into getting transportation to the senior center in Rossville, and maybe start attending the senior center like once or twice a week, just to get me out of the house. It's a thought. I may have my daughter help me to look into it and see if I can do that. I think I would like that. It would give me somebody to hang out with my own age, because unfortunately I don't have a lot of contact with people in and around my own age, but then again, some of them, some folks, they're only 65 and they act like they're a foot and a half into the grave, you know what I mean? They have little or no spark to them. And, but then again, you got others that are very, very lively for their age, So, you just don't know. And I'll think about that. I may try that. Let me look into it and see if I can get a transport to come and pick me up and take me to the senior center, like once a week or twice a week. That'd be kind of fun. Take one of my diamond paintings with me. Yeah. We're almost done with all the L's. But it's a thought. It would definitely get me out of the house. Because I don't know about anybody else, but going to Walmart and that kind of stuff is just not my, I do it, but it's not my cup of tea, let's put it that way. And so I'll look into it and see what I can come up with. Yeah, I got some eyes that I missed, so I'm gonna go back and get them. Got most of them, just missed a couple. And we are definitely making some progress across this bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I've almost made it all the way across the bottom of that lighthouse in the night. I just about made it all the way across that one side. And not quite. I got about 2 more release paper size squares to do. And then I can move to the next level. But it does have a lot of confetti, unfortunately. And then on top of that, it's a square drill, which makes it a little more difficult to work with. And did you get them all? Looks like it. Yep, looks like we got all the L's all the way across. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to bump you. I bumped you with my headset. Sorry about that. Alright, let's put these away. Oh, my goodness, we've already been at it for 46 minutes. Alright, yep, let's put these away. And then I think I'm going to try to get the S's out because there's a lot of those. Yeah. Put that in there. Put a stopper. And S is number 2. It's this one. It's like a real light blue. What we're going to do is we're going to work on the S's here, and then we'll slowly bring this to a close. And hopefully it'll upload like it should. No guarantees, because unfortunately I've been having a lot of trouble trying to upload stuff here lately. And I don't know why. Yeah, like I said, I tried the other day to upload video and ended up deleting it by mistake. That was one of the problems. And then I tried a couple of times over, a few days, over the last few days, and tried to upload videos, and it just flat wouldn't upload. It just, I don't know if it's the internet or if it's YouTube. I'm not sure which. And I finally got it to upload, but my goodness, it took like 2 days to get it to upload. So I don't think it's my internet, because we don't have any trouble with the internet. And we've got that high speed stuff. So I don't know. I just know that I've been having trouble. And then DJ was mentioning that she was having trouble with her notifications. And I'll agree with that, because I've been having trouble with that myself. So they're not notifying. And I like DJ, I went back and checked to make sure I was still subscribed. And I'm still subscribed. It's just that for some reason I'm not getting the notifications like I should. Like I'll see something on YouTube, okay, and say it's one of the lives that I listen to, and it'll say notified. So I'll click on that, and it'll tell me that it'll notify me when it comes on. And I never get a notification. That's why sometimes I can be right there waiting on you, and other times I end up coming in late on the live because I didn't get a notification, which that's not a good thing. Yeah. I'll be glad to when I can see DJ start that mountain line, because that is a beautiful painting. I looked at that and saw that first time I ever saw it, I fell in love with it. But unfortunately, it'd been sitting in my stash for about almost a year, and I just can't seem to get to it. So when DJ mentioned that she loved the big cats, I thought, ooh, that would be a perfect spot for that cat. And so I packed it up and sent it to her. Because I knew I'd never get to it. I got too many other irons in the fire, shall we say. But anyhow, but I did dekit a couple of ones. I had one that was called Christmas in July that had been sitting there for a while. Well, I got that one dekitted finally. And then I don't mind kitting up. I just don't like dekitting them. Yeah, well, what can I say? And so anyway, so I got those done. And I got a couple more I need to do. And let's see what else. Oh, and I'm missing. I set up this this diamond painting that I started about a month ago. And it's called, I call it Garden Path. And it's like 30 by 80, I think. And it's really pretty. I really like it. And I have not been able to find the drills. I know I got it, I know it's all kitted up, and because I know I worked on it. But I can't seem to find the container that's got drills in it. I don't know. I've got it stashed somewhere as always. Got it stuck somewhere. I'll eventually find it. Because I was going to work on that last night, but I couldn't find the drills. So I said, oh well. It is what it is, kind of thing. Yeah, I listened to this song that Star made, and it's called Where the Desert Sings. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful song. Yeah. And then I listened to one that comes up on YouTube. It's called My Mix, and it's all of her a lot of her songs that she's done over the last few months. And then let's see, what else did I listen to? I listened to this one fellow. Now he's on YouTube, and well, I listened to a couple of them, but anyway. This guy is called Michael Bennett, and he's got this one song out that will literally bring tears to your eyes. and it's called When I Am Gone. Okay? Oh my goodness. And he's got such an outstanding voice. You gotta go check him out. His name was Michael Bennett. Beautiful song. He's got a whole list of different songs, but that was one that I listened to the other day, and it was really, I really like that song. It's a great song for like fathers and Father's Day, you know. And anyhow, and another guy that I listen to, yeah, he's famous. Well, I don't know if he's famous, but he's famous on YouTube, and his name is Christian Hale. He has some really beautiful music too, and I listen to a lot of those while I'm diamond painting. You know, and most of them are Christian music, and of course I listen to Star. So. I listen to a lot of music. It's just the way it is. But I don't like loud, obnoxious type music. You know, I've kind of outgrown that, you know what I mean? And so I like peaceful, quiet, easy listening type music, and I like Christian music. I like old country gospel. Yeah. So I mean, you know, I've got a combination of music that I listen to. I listen to classical music. I also listen to country. I don't do rock and roll and heavy metal and that kind of stuff. I've never been into that. And so, but if it's easy on the ears, I'll listen to it. Alright, I think we're going to wrap this up. We're going to finish all the way down to here, and then we're done, okay? At least for now. Because I have got to go get myself some lunch, because I didn't eat supper last night, so I am getting a little on the hungry side. Just a bit. Okay, here we go. And but everybody keep each other in your prayers, because there's a lot of people dealing with things that are kind of hard to deal with, and so it's time to spend a little time in prayer and pray for them. You know, God knows who needs it. You know. And no, I don't have a list. I don't have a prayer list. But God knows who we're praying for, okay? And keep Sherry in your prayers, that things will settle down for her. And just pray for each other, take care of each other, love one another, that kind of stuff. And spend a little time, just sitting and studying the Word, because it does help. I try to spend a little time in the mornings when I first get up, and just reading reading the Word and getting some insight and some comfort. Because reading the Bible helps to give me comfort. You know, it helps me to be able to deal with all of the stresses of the world, what's going on out there. And so, anyhow, but I am going to bring this to a close. I'm not going to quit. I'm just going to end the video. And I'm going to keep right on going. But y'all have a good day. You know, have a blessed day. And like I said, love one another as Jesus loves you. And we will catch you on the next video. So take care. God bless. Bye-bye.